Welcome to What the FMCG, the podcast from Field Assist, where we also look beyond the designation at the people driving the success of some of the biggest brands of the consumer industry.
Hi everyone, welcome and good to see you all on the latest episode of the podcast series What the FMCG. In this series, we get to know about people beyond their designations. And today, we have a special guest on our second episode. Nikhil, why don't you introduce our guest?
हर्शीज़ का नाम तो सबने सुना ही होगा. And I have given lot of chocolates to my girlfriend and now my wife from Hershey's. I love kisses. And that's where I would like to introduce Mr. Rahul Jain, the sales director at Hershey's India. Rahul has a very deep experience in FMCG of over 2 decades in the companies like Unilever's, Haldiram's and now at Hershey's. Welcome Rahul to the Field Assist podcast.
Thank you. Thank you Chitransh, Nikhil. Happy to be here and look forward to this conversation.
Like I said, the concept is to know the person behind the name. Who is Rahul Jain?
Normal human being, I would say. No. So where I come from and where I am right now, I think it's a journey, I would say. My mom, she belonged to a very literate family from Jaipur, Rajasthan, and then she got married into a rich business family. The business was doing good to a certain time, but then there was some disruptions, riches to rags, and I keep saying this whole old Hindi movies which used to be there. And my mom, I always tell her that you're almost like Nirupa Rai. So जब सब चल रहा था, and I think we came to a stage जहाँ पे I think money became a scarcity. Yeah, and at that point in time, I think many of the people would have told my mom that अभी सरकारी स्कूल में पढ़ाओ and all that stuff. But she being she sort of insisted and ensured that me, my brother get good education, convent education, and she was like a firm believer that at least English medium में तो पढ़ना चाहिए and all. When I was in my college days, school days, a lot of experiences, I would say. I used to stay with my maternal uncle. One day I decided that, I'll live on my own. And I think that's where I think the best experience of my life happened, because you had to sort of find money to run your day-to-day life and also sort of figure a way out for future. And that's the time when I worked for Eureka Forbes for some time. And then finally, I got this offer from Levers.
Yeah.
I got first posting at Saharanpur. Then from Saharanpur to other places in UP, between roles, I stayed a long part of my initial career in somewhere Lucknow, Kanpur, and then deep rural of eastern UP, which is what I handled initially. Moved then to East, came back to Delhi, and then I got a role in modern trade with Levers. So again, I think multiple channels, multiple geographies, and then that's how the journey has been so far from a career perspective.
So now you have an experience of 2 decades, Rahul, right? And वो क्या था, वो चीज़ क्या थी जो आज ये बोल रही है कि राहुल जैन ये बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे तो सेल्स ही करना था? क्या ऐसा था कभी या it was by luck?
No, I think that's the way I started off. Not that I had an inclination कि मुझे sales करना. I think if given a choice, I would have always wanted to be on the media industry or the advertisement side of the world and all. But somehow it's like college भी करना है, rent भी भरना है, and because as I said that financially family was still not in the right space to sort of fund for my stay in a different city and so on and so forth. So I think to do that is where you start part-time, and which is where I think Eureka Forbes happened. I also sold pantaloons, trouser lengths and pantaloons long back, so I think. And when I got HLL in that side, in those days, whosoever I told that I've got a job with Hindustan Lever, everyone was like, okay, you've done something good in life, right? And it was one of the biggest FMCG then as well, like it's today. And I think that's where अभी ये कर लिया है, यहाँ पहुँच गए हैं तो कुछ तो अच्छा किया है, तो अब इसको ठीक से करते हैं.
राहुल, आप बता रहे थे कि आपने यूरेका से जर्नी शुरू की एंड फिर यू गेट इनटू लिवर्स, बट आपके पहले के 6 महीने जहाँ के कुछ किस्से, कुछ कहानियाँ जो यू टेक इट टुडे ऑल्सो,
can I go before levers then?
Yeah.
Feel free.
I think I was working for timeshare. For this timeshare company, me and my friend, we went and sold a timeshare to a very poor, I would say poor family. And because one of the ways you were selling timeshares in those days is that you buy it and you can rent it out. So if you rent it out, this is the kind of money you can make year on year, and then you compare it with bank rates and so on and so forth, and hence you will show them a benefit more than the interest they could have got by putting that money in the bank, right? And this family agreed, right? And trust me on this, when we were at that place, वो बच्चों वाला जो share होता है छोटा वाला, they didn't even had chairs, right? So I was actually sitting on that chota chair, and so you making this sales call, and they give you this checks and all, finally sign the deed and all. I came back, and this friend of mine, and रात भर I couldn't sleep because somewhere it was like ये तो ठीक नहीं कर रहे हम, right? And then finally next day morning I woke up, I drove to that family again, gave them the checks, said sorry and said that जब हम जो बोल रहे थे वो पूरा right नहीं था, and it will need a lot of effort from you to do all that stuff, and hence you shouldn't be. And then coming back and then explaining to my friend on why we are losing that sale or letting go of that sale and convincing him. I think, but that when I did it, I think I felt so good, so sort of happy at heart, that otherwise if I had gone ahead with that sale, I would have genuinely never forgiven me for doing something which I believed was definitely not the right thing to do. So that's one. I think pantaloons, trouser lengths, right? Then every trouser length you sell, you will get a commission. And there used to be this bag which was almost 20-25 kgs. You will fill in completely and then carry it, and we wear a tie and then go to. And I said, Jaipur ki garmi is Jaipur ki garmi, right? 3-4 of us friends said that let's go to Ajmer and sell something over there, because then maybe because it's a new city, we'll get more sales and so on and so forth. So we almost were like with zero money with everyone. And one of my friends and I, we went to a place a little distant from the city, and there was this canteen, CSD, army, sort of some regiment or something was there. We thought we'll go there and these guys will definitely buy some trouser lengths from us. We waited there and you were very, very hungry and you had no money, and we thought we'll sell something and then eat something over here if they allow us and all. But no one bought anything, right? So like left with zero. Then you leave that place. There was in one office, one government office again, which was open. We thought, let's try it, right? The moment we opened the trouser lengths and all, someone said, Acha, I'll buy 2. The other guy said, okay, I'll buy 1 more. And when this 3 or 4 were almost like closed, and this guy said, ki aur logo ko aur aa jao, let's see, these are good products and all. And I was like, chain band, ho gaya abhi, let's run. But that 1 hour walk from that place to the nearest dhaba or this thing, I can never forget. Right? So, and I keep saying this thing, nothing is permanent. So you can reach the heights, and there will be time when you might have to face the realities of life, and most of them are not under your direct control. Those are some of the learning or some of the experience initial days, which I think have kept me going, because when you start sharing those stories, you feel proud of it.
And how old were you when this entire thing happened in your life?
I must be around 20, 21 type.
So, I mean, that makes...
College, first year, second year types.
So hustle was going on.
Hustle was going on.
Hustle was
going on.
So roti kapda makan was the need at that time. And
correct.
I could relate it to roti was won by selling kapda. And then went
That's
back
a
to
good one,
makan.
Great. So, Rahul, we came to know a bit about your personal life. So, थोड़ा सा gear shift करते हैं industry की तरफ. When it comes to FMCG also, a lot of channels have evolved. सिर्फ पहले general trade होता था, अब modern trade भी हो रहा है, and the entire concept which is, I'll say, getting changed with the future. So, what's your view in this, despite of this, all of this happening around? And what is that piece which is important for people who are doing so? So obviously, right outlet, right channel. But what is that your suggestion for people who are right now into sales? They need to keep up the pace with.
Yeah, because just to add, so there are a lot of conversations what I hear, from distributors, from salesmen. They are bit in fear after these channels are evolving, or people are saying AI is eating jobs for tech also, not just the salesmen, but they are in fear. There is a fear factor which is coming in. What do you think? How is the industry moving?
I should support you guys right now. Yeah, okay. I'll give you one story of this thing. So आज से 15-20 साल पहले when we were sort of getting into tech journey per se, और तब ना कई बार मजाक में ये बोला करते थे कि एक टाइम आएगा जब ना कंपनी बताएगी या कोई तो एक हेलीकॉप्टर से कोई बताया जाएगा कि, एंड आई एम यूजिंग दैट वर्ड एक हेलीकॉप्टर बिकॉज यूज लाइक इस दुकान पे जाओ, इस दुकान पे इतना आइटम, इतना लाइटें दे देना, तो फिर ऐसे मतलब ये होने वाला है कुछ सालों के बाद. उस समय इट वॉज जस्ट अ जोक, नो वन एवर थॉट कि ऐसा हो सकता है. बट आई थिंक देन यू मूव द होल टेक्नोलॉजी बिट, AI तो is very recent, but I think the whole piece around data, and data into one particular source, and then output, which is analytics, insights, telling the salesman go to an outlet, sell exactly what you should be. But I think in India it will take a lot of time before we, and this is exactly where I'm saying human touch is pretty high in the general trade channel for us. I think it will take a lot of time before the general trade channel starts sort of losing its importance. But obviously when you have a quick com who is ready to serve you faster than the nearest Sharma ji Gupta ji ka outlet, and when you started liking this journey because there is pricing benefit, there is servicing benefit and all, there will be a stress
to these shops. And as I said, either some of these or most of these can still survive if you upgrade, build that muscle, which also allows you to play a similar game to some extent and still survive the transition. 15 साल पहले there was 20 साल पहले there was only general trade, then modern trade came and everyone said general trade का तो अभी खत्म होने वाला है. Then general trade survived, right? And then e-commerce came. Correct. And then there were 3 channels fighting each other. Then everyone said there is a stress, right? Now Quickcom has come in. Again, I think everyone will find their place to survive and continue what they are doing. Correct.
And certainly, and you made a fair point, I think, वहाँ पे भी कि eventually लोग D2C से शुरू करते हैं, but everyone is finding their space in general trade. So general trade still remains kind of a backbone for the industry in a market like India.
So sir, ये team से process से एक question है दिमाग. When you talk about sales is evolving, right? It is now as much as technology-led sales than human-led sales. What are your thoughts about?
It's human touch versus AI touch, I would say.
Okay, yeah.
I think AI, data, digitization is an enabler to do your work better, right? From India perspective, I would always say that mobile phone सबके पास आ गए, सब retailers के पास है, smartphones हैं. But अगर आप उनसे जाके बात करोगे, and because most of the retailers are a certain age bracket right now in India, the new generation is not sort of so forthcoming to join them per se, right? So the smartphone currently largely is used for watching WhatsApp, messages, certain social media sites and so on and so forth. It's still a long effort for them to start ordering. And hence they would avoid till the time they can, one. Second is, for years they've been used to a salesman coming,
Yeah, of course.
talking to them, talking about their family. There's always like that 2-minute conversation on और क्या हो रहा है beyond the sales order and all.
Personalization का एक aspect
Personalization. That's something I think they don't want to let go.
Yeah.
So will this whole salesman-led sales structure survive in India? The answer is yes. Till the time the retailers are going to be there, this is going to be there. How you make this journey more and more efficient with the use of AI, tech, data, insights is something I think every company will work to get there. But at the end of the day, for every company, the reason to do this journey is not to reduce manpower. It is to build that muscle where you can deliver better in each and every store compared to what your competition.
Okay. So as they say, great leaders are built of great feedbacks, right? And we all have received those feedback in our career journey. That one feedback of what kept Rahul, moving towards the greater journey where you are today?
Many feet.
Okay. Of course,
is
we
no
all have
one.
many, but
But
yeah.
I remember an incident which, whether we call it feedback or I think something which I keep narrating when I explain someone about customer management, relationship building and all. I was in a town in UP with my line manager, and my line manager had worked long for Modern Trade, and he became a general trade regional manager. And so डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर पे बैठे, आप HUL के ASM हो, तो ऑब्वियसली चाय आई, तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर ने आपको चाय दी, आपके बॉस को चाय दी, आपकी टीम को दी, आपने उठाया गिलास और पीना शुरू कर दिया, मतलब, and that's like 15-16 years back. So and then my LM in the evening in the hotel said that ये बंदे ने पैसा लगाया है, right? ये अगर पैसे नहीं लगाते तो कंपनी का माल बिकता नहीं या माल आता ही नहीं इस शहर में. So my manager had worked for Modern Trade, so वहाँ पे it's a different the customer versus vendor, right?
Correct.
So he had experienced that whole piece and said कि यार तू यहाँ पे भी ना vendor ही है. So you have to treat your customer like a customer. That चाय का कप सबसे पहले you should have offered him, versus you picking it up and sort of started drinking and all. The customer should feel important.
Yeah.
They should feel they are partners and not just because you're saying it, but the way you're making them feel.
No, definitely, Rahul. So,
Very, very relevant. I think.
Very relevant.
We both come from a customer success as a professionals, and it is definitely a key element in this. And obviously, there's always a gray line, right, where you have to keep customer centricity as first, and
Correct.
a lot of times protect your own interest. But at the end of the day, what matters is their interest, and customer is winning or on a
Correct.
success route.
is Rahul easy to work with guy?
I don't think I am the right person to answer that.
What do you think? Whether it's a feedback or it's an appreciation you have ever received?
Okay, so in one of my farewell get-togethers, one of the person said that, the best word to define Rahul Jain is Thatera. Yeah. Thatera is that beater वो जो vessels को ठोक के ठीक करता रहता है and all. So I think it's not very easy for people to work with me initial period, because I think in my first leadership role, I think I was told by my skip level saying that अपने गुस्से पे थोड़ा control करना, because this is not about you, it's about the team you sort of trying to work with, or you will be working with, sorry. And the first 5-6 months, and it's not about the temper, or it's not about the anger piece, but because if you come from ranks, you've done most of the stuff yourself, and there is a way you've done it. So when you get into a leadership role, and because initial leadership is more about similar profile people and there is a certain command you have, but the moment you move into an upgraded role where you have to lead a set of managers and all, they're challenging as well. They are not just accepting it because you said it, sort of, right? So first 6 months in that role, we reached a stage because I was like, अगर मैं कर सकता हूँ तो you can also do it, or it's like ये तो ऐसे हो जाना चाहिए था, अभी तक क्यों नहीं हुआ, and so forth, because your expectation is also a certain level. And I think 3rd month or 4th month I realized that it is not going the right way, right? There were arguments, there were disconnects, and you can see it when you're talking to them somewhere. The vibe wasn't that great. So I initiated some of the informal sessions, and in one of the informal sessions, I think the ice broke, or where people opened up, talked about. We went in out for a follow-up informal session in the same evening, and I think that's where the first sort of change happened, when they understood my side, and I, more importantly, which was more important, understood their side of the way they wanted to be led, or they expected to be led, and the relationship became quite strong. And what we formed from there, and what I learned and what I built as an experience is I cherish it every time. Like that, if that session hadn't happened, I think my leadership journey would have been very different.
Great, Rahul. But Rahul, the best people are made because of the struggles they have done or faced in their life, rather than the successes. What is that one struggle in your life which you are very proud of overcoming?
I don't know whether I'll call it struggle or no, but I went in for a general checkup, and then the checkup said that I have a lump in my kidney. And then again, as I said, why I love HUL, I went to a doctor. He said it's fine. It's normally you will have some of these lumps, but don't worry. And then my line manager insisted, saying that you go and show it to a specialist and get it checked properly before you make a statement saying it's all fine and all. And then he himself booked via the company doctor some specialist appointment and all. I went there and finally figured out that it was a cancer.
Oh my
It
God.
was a lump which could have sort of become worse if wasn't diagnosed at that point in time. Went through the entire 4 or 5 months journey before the doctor came back and said it's malignant,
Yeah.
and hence it has to be sort of operated
Removed.
and sort of removed and all. So I think those 3 to 4 or 5 months, I would say, howsoever strong you are, you know that you have something in your body, and that's something which you need to take care of. But you will always go through all those negative, challenging sort of thoughts in your head. But just before the surgery, the last time when we went to show the doctor, and my wife asked saying, is it going to be a difficult surgery? And the doctor got a little irritated saying, हाँ मतलब 5-6 घंटे चलेगा,
Bas, yeah.
अगर आपको ये समझना है तो आसान नहीं है. And I think that's the first time when my wife broke down, right, when we were coming back from the doctor. But other than that, I think she was such a big strength, right, before surgery and after surgery. I think that's the reason why that struggle never became a struggle. उस पहले 5-6 दिन जो period होता है, especially when you come out of the surgery, the first 2 days, because for everything you are so dependent
Yeah.
on the nurses over there, on the family members you have. खाना खाना है, washroom जाना है, I'm saying everything. Say it doesn't matter who you are just a patient, right? And you are just praying to God saying यहाँ से ठीक से निकाल लेना.
So brave of you, Rahul. So what has been your key support system while going through all these struggles or successes in life? What are those pillars?
I would say family and friends. My mom, definitely, because whatever I am today is genuinely because of the effort or the struggle or the, I would call it, resistance she had with the status quo, and sort of supported and did what she thought was right for us, and lived that journey for us. And I think there is no word which can enough thank her for that. Second, I think is definitely my wife, because you have too many role changes, too many challenges. You need someone to just go and sort of talk, share, and it's only your side of the story. You don't
Yeah.
have too much of time to hear the other side of the story, and still that person stays with you, hears you out, gives you that comfort, gives you that support,
Correct.
is standing beside you all the time. And I think Vishali definitely has been there. And I think the cancer journey, if she wasn't around, she was more stronger than me throughout this period. Otherwise it could have been really difficult for me to get through or pass through that journey. Today also, I think she is, without complaining, she is a very strong pillar for me. So my mom and my wife, these two ladies, definitely. And then my kids, obviously.
Great, Rahul. So, coming back to the world of Rahul, how is Rahul after 7 p.m.?
Good guy.
Wow. Okay.
No, not after 7 p.m. But I think I love running. Somewhere I picked it up. I used to smoke a lot.
Oh, okay.
A lot. One fine day I gave up. And I think it also helped, because if I had continued to smoke, my cancer would have had been at a
Correct.
different stage. I'm a foodie. So and good that I'm in sales, right? And something which I love about sales is that you can travel the entire country, right? And two things which I always tell my people: एक, काम अच्छे से करेंगे,
Right.
which is whatever purpose we are there for that market visit. And then second is खाना कहाँ पे खाना है. And खाना can be the roadside ढाबा or the best of the hotels and all. तो मैं पहले जब भी ट्रैवल करता हूँ मैं खुद ही लिस्ट बना के जाता हूँ कि ये 2-3 जगह टिक मार्क हैं. And then I love music. I've been a big Jagjit Singh fan.
Wow.
Now I don't get too much of time to listen, but there was a time when my life was Nilons ka achar, bread, Jagjit Singh और चाय. Right.
तो बहुत मजा आ रहा है राहुल आपसे बात करके, आपके किस्से सुन के, कहानियां सुन के, और वही तड़के को हमने भी डाला है जिसको हम बोलते हैं रैपिड फायर राउंड। यहाँ पे मैं और निखिल आपसे एक एक करके जल्दी जल्दी क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे एंड यू हैव टू गिव क्विक थिंग्स व्हिच आर कमिंग टू योर माइंड। सो लेट्स बिगिन। व्हाट ऑल टाइम फेवरेट कोट और द लाइन दैट यू कोट मोर ऑफन टू द टीम?
Don't stress, हो जाएगा।
मोस्ट ओवरयूज्ड वर्ड इन द सेल्स मीटिंग?
नंबर तो करना ही होगा।
राहुल जैन को गुस्सा आता है?
आता है।
तो जब गुस्सा आता है तो आप किसके जैसे दिखते हो? गब्बर सिंह, हाथी सिंह, शाकाल, मोगैम्बो या कोई और?
मैं अपने आप को हाथी सिंह टाइप बिलीव करता हूँ। लोगों को गब्बर सिंह नजर आता होगा।
Okay, my turn. I'll go easy. Favorite song?
मेरे रंग में रंगने वाली, मैंने प्यार किया।
Wow. Mantra in life?
Keep doing the right things and be at it. I think results will follow.
Hidden talent?
Bathroom singer. So I think I sing good, but whenever I start singing in a car, when my family is around, or when I'm at home, either I'm being asked to go quiet, or या गाड़ी में जैसे मैं गाना शुरू करता हूँ वैसे suddenly someone will lean and sort of increase the volume of the radio,
stereo, yeah.
saying कि अभी ये सुनते हैं, which is an indirect way of, actually direct way of telling me that, you know.
शांत हो जाओ।
What would you like the world to remember you as?
तो आदमी अच्छा था, and I think that's the way I want the world to know me, is like I did make some difference to some people life, and if I'm able to do it and if I'm remembered that way, I would be really happy.
तो राहुल बहुत मजा आया आपसे बात करके, आपको जान के। It was exciting to know the kind of stories and the struggles you have shared. Usually होता यही है कि in terms of role, designations, we only talk around work. But आदमी के उसूल, क्या वो चाहता है, क्या उसके पीछे हुआ है, वो कहीं ना कहीं मिस हो जाता है। एंड आज आपके साथ जानने में, आपको जानने में, it has been a wonderful experience. So thank you so much Rahul for being our guest of the episode 2 What the FMCG.
No, so genuinely thanks for having me here, and I think अभी मैं pro हो गया हूँ।
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.